What's going on, guys? Spark here, and we're back with a new deck expansion thingy. It's not a full expansion, it's just a new deck, I believe. I think that's all that I purchased. I don't believe that there's anything new in the campaign, but hey, let's take a look. So the two new decks that have been added... No, there's nothing new here. Okay, so the two new decks that have been added are a red-white and a green-blue deck. Now, I obviously see the Simic Sky Swallower here, and we see the Firemane Angel. Now, I have not looked at these decks yet. They are different from the other ones, as they only have a 30-card unlock. I don't know if they plan on changing that in the future or not, but let's go ahead and jump into this and take a look at the decks. So, I'm guessing Lightning Helixes and things like that. So we're looking Boros. First strike 1/1s, always good. Boros Guild Mages that give haste and first strike are always good. Boros Swiftblades that have double strike are always good. Lightning Helix, I'm guessing there's more of those in here. Absolutely there are. Two arms. Untap all creatures you control, draw a card. This is a nice little combat trick. Veterans, other creatures you control get +0/+1. Maybe not. Attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Mentor of the Meek. Creatures you control power 2 or less enters the battlefield. You may pay 1 and draw a card. Yeah. So I'm just going to go over these real quickly, and we'll do a deck analysis later. I'm just going to kind of give an overview of the deck. I'm not really going to go through and talk about all these cards, just getting a little excited that there's new content out, and that they're continuing to pump out new content, which is awesome for us users. So, this is cool. I always enjoyed Bright Flame. It's a good way to deal with a lot of creatures. But there, there's a lot of really solid cards. I didn't highlight Faith Fetters. Again, it's just like the red-white one they put out in the 2012 pack. Very similar style of gameplay. You're going hasty creatures with burn, and I mean, as with every deck that they released, it's going to probably be one of the better decks out there. It's obviously going to have its counters, but I feel like with Lightning Helix and a Balefire Liege and things like that, that no matter what, you're really going to be set as far as creatures that you want. So let's go ahead and highlight all these. We've got Lightning Helix. It's just amazing. Now, obviously, I'm not real concerned with going through these right now. This is just kind of me giving you a real quick glance at what the cards do. Obviously, if you care more about the card or a card that you don't recognize, you can either go to Card Kingdom or Star City and and search it, or you can just wait for my deck analysis when I go over the cards in a little bit more depth. Or you can just pause the video and read it. But really, it's whatever you want to do. But I don't really have time to record a whole bunch of this, not to mention I actually have to unlock the decks. So I don't really have time for that tonight. I got up at 5 in the morning and have been up since then. It is now 10 o'clock at night, and I plan on going to bed relatively soon so that I'm not exhausted when I record tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know. Halo is also putting a very big damper into my Magic playing. So, we've got that going on. There's another Mentor, Argus Costs, another Lightning Helix, another Breath of Life, another Rise of the Hobgoblins, Salt Strobe. I don't think we looked at him yet. No, we definitely looked at that one and that one. Cool. So that's what that deck looks like. Typical red-white burn creature aggro type deck. Red-white weenie. It's a very good deck. Very solid in most formats. So let's look at the scary Simic Sky Swallower deck. Terramorphic Expanses. I can Groundswell, make creatures bigger. Destroy target creature's controller puts... It can't be regenerated. Controller puts a 3/3 green 8 creature token on the battlefield. I mean, that's nifty. You can always do that to like the Coiling Oracles that we had in the last game. These used to have a trick with them back in Plains Chase, or what was it? Planeswalk. Planeswalk when they came out. Let's see. Claustrophobia. Enters battlefield. Tap enchanted creature. Does not tap. Cool. That's a good way to deal with them. We already have as it starts 5 kill cards. Whenever you draw a card, you can put +1/+1 counter on it. That's cool. Tygon Predator. I love Tygon Predator because I used to play him in Sea Stompy back in Future Sight days. I think right before Future Sight came out. I love Sea Stompy. Flash, Death Touch Flying. So that's another kill card. Wincottle. I loved Wincottle, but I forget what set it was in. And there's Battlefield, draw a card. It's not bad. These big old fat flying blobs of blobbiness. That's eyes. Oh, it's just very weird looking. That guy. That's always cool because it can make your crappy creatures bigger. That was from the other one too. I think that was from the other one as well. Obviously this one's very cool with some of the cards that you have there. What is this? Whenever you cast a green spell, you put a 2/2 wolf. Whenever you cast a blue spell, you put 1/1 bird. That's cool. That gets some really big card advantage. That might actually be worth the 6 mana it costs to play it. Protein Hulk dies. Search your library for a number of total converted mana cost 6 or less and put it on the battlefield. So you can grab as many creatures as you want with converted mana cost 6 or less. So you can be like, I'm going to grab that guy and come over here and grab that guy and draw some cards and get 2 creatures from him. So, I mean, he's really good card advantage. But it's dies not when he's removed, or not when he leaves play. So he actually has to physically die. He's, you know, a big old Simic scary guy. You cast a spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. You could combo that to an extent with the Wistful guy over there, and then that guy. Cool. So we got the Liege. That's untap all green or blue untap all green or blue creatures you control during each other player's untap step. So you get 2 untap steps. Another lower scale Coddle. Regrowth. Matoic Slime. We've seen that before. The owl thing, that thing. Infiltrator's unblockable. Very cool. Gigantomancer. These two combo very well together. If that's what you want to go for. This is probably more like a mid-range dry type deck. But I don't know how I would play this one yet. Because obviously the draw cards are very expensive. Some of them are. That's a counter spell there, big old counter spell. Seen that. But I'd have to look at it a little bit more and decide what I want and what I don't want. Clearly that's not what we're doing now. We're just kind of going through, taking a look at this real quickly. Hoping this video is not more than like 12 minutes or so, if even. Let's see. Mythic Stake, another counter. Multani Maro Sorcerer, not Milimajaro. Multani, because he's got Shroud, and that makes him a lot stronger. Is it all in all players' hands, too? So it's not just yours, it's your opponent's as well. Deals damage to opponent, you may draw a card. That's really cool. I'm surprised that they don't have the Viper from Cold Snap. But I digress. Sower. Sower's good. Sower's a very good card. So, clearly, there's a lot of power in these two new decks. I definitely think the red-white is better, but I also haven't tried building this deck yet. So, over the next day or so, I'm going to unlock all the cards. We'll get some deck analysis out, hopefully within the next few games, or few days. And hopefully I'll get some games out between that time as well. But I'll try and get the deck analysis out first because clearly those are what you guys probably want to see more than anything else. But let me know down in the comments below because, you know, that's where I want your feedback. So that, you know, say just get the deck analysis out first so I can just do one and the other just day after day and then post the videos. Or if you guys want to actually see me progressively unlock the deck and then play it. But I don't know. Let me know what you think and I will see you guys later.